Hello everyone. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to import a raster and compute a normalized difference water index for ArcPython spatial analysis for reverterability estimation. So let's get started. So in our previous video, I have shown you how to load the study area boundary and visualize it in ArcGIS Pro in the map section. So you can able to see that. So in this video, we're going to import the raster bands and compute normalized difference water index. So in the first step is we're going to load the bands as a raster object and clip them based on our region of interest. So as in the first step, what is we're going to do is we're going to so the first step is we're gonna load the following three bands which we're gonna use it. So the bands will be the green band, red, and NAR in the Sentinel-2A imagery. So first, I'm gonna define a variable called green. So which is equals to, here we're going to use this particular function called raster function. So we're going to mention as a raster. Inside the raster function, we're going to mention the green path. So which is the variable we used earlier. Let me show you that. So you can able to see this is the green path. So this is the variable we used earlier to show the location of this particular band. You can able to see the green path. So which shows us the folder location as well as the name of the band here. You can able to see. And the next step is similarly, we're going to mention for red and NAR band. So the raster function, this is the raster function, is a function from ArcPython spatial analysis, which we imported earlier. So basically, it takes the file path, for example, the green path, and creates a raster object in the memory. So basically, the raster object allows you to perform map algebra, for example, addition, subtraction, and division, and uses a spatial analysis tool. And the green band or the variable holding the raster object. So likewise, we're going to create next variable. It's going to be the red band here. I'm going to mention red, which is equals to, again, I'm going to specify the raster function here, raster function. And here we're going to mention the red path. The red path which defines the folder which containing the red band in your desktop. And followed by, we're going to mention the third variable, which is NAR. NAR, which is equals to raster. And here we're going to specify as NAR path. So these variable which represents these variables, you can able to see the green path, the red path, and NAR path, which shows the folder location as well as the name of the band. So the next step, so specifically why we are using this is because the raw file path cannot be used directly in raster calculation. So converting them to a raster object enables the mathematical operations on pixel values. And the next step is what we're going to do is, so we're going to clip this the raster bands that is green, red, and NAR band based on the region of interest that is study region to reduce the processing time. So to do that, we're going to do is to clip the raster based on our region of interest. Again, we're going to mention a variable called green clip. So we're going to mention as green clip, which is equals to, so here we're going to use another function which is extract by mask. So we're going to mention is extract by mask, and inside we're going to specify the variable here, so which is going to mention the green variable, followed by the study area boundary variable name. So we're going to specify AOI, and followed by the geometry. So let me cross check this. So the variable name, it is so the name of the variable, you can able to see that AOI geometry. So specified here. Similarly for red band here, so I'm going to mention is red, and followed by clip, which is equals to, and here similarly I'm going to specify the function that is extract by mask function, and I'm going to specify the variable name, which is red, and followed by the study area boundary AOI geometry. And I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here for NAR. Instead, I'm going to change this red into NAR, and followed by here I'm going to mention as NAR. So which represents this particular variable here. And this extract by mask function is a spatial analysis tool that cuts out the part of the raster that falls inside the mask. Here we have our study region of our as our shapefile to clip the raster based on our region of interest. So this is our region of interest. Basically, the pixels outside the mask becomes no data. So this particular step is kind of useful. It reduces the processing time significantly and focuses the analysis exactly where it matters, and prevents the interference from the land pixels when computing water and water indices. So the next step is we're going to compute the normalized difference water index. So now we're going to compute the normalized difference water index. So the formula, we are using this particular formula is for Sentinel-2A Majory. So to compute normalized difference water index, the formula is green band minus NAR divided by the green band plus NAR. So to do that, we're going to mention a new variable called NDWI. So we're going to mention is NDWI. Let me mention as NDWI, which is equals to. So we're going to mention the formula here. So first we're going to mention is the green clip. So we're going to mention is green clip. So the green clip which represents this particular variable, you can able to see here, and followed by we're going to mention minus. We're going to mention is NAR clip, and I'm going to close this. Followed by I'm going to mention divide. I'm going to give it some space here, and followed by here I'm going to mention is green clip plus NAR clip. So I'm going to mention is green clip plus NAR clip, and I'm going to close this. So this is the formula. So you can able to see this is the formula to compute normalized difference water index. So this line performs the map algebra on the two clipped raster. There is the green band and as well as the NAR band. So the NDWI basically it gives us the clean water strongly reflects the green light but absorbs the near infrared. So the vegetation and soil reflects NAR more strongly. So basically the NDWI value will be ranging from -1 to +1. The positive value indicates water. And the next step is we're going to save this NDWI output. So for that I'm going to mention is we're going to mention the variable name, that is NDWI, and followed by I'm going to mention a save function. So I'm going to mention save function. So save function is the method of raster object that writes the raster to disk, and followed by here I'm going to mention is os dot join. There is os path dot join, and we're going to mention the location where it's going to save this output here. For example, we can mention as a revertibility as our output folder. So let me show you that. The previously I've mentioned as the revertibility as the output folder location. So you can able to see that, and instead I'm going to mention this particular one, output folder. Anyway, it's going to save this one in the turbidity new folder in turbidity results. So I'm going to mention is output folder. So the name of the output folder, it's going to be the I'm going to mention the folder name to be output folder. So I'm going to mention is output folder, and followed by the file name of the file here. So I'm going to mention the name of the file to be as ndwi.tiff as a TIFF file format. So we're going to mention as ndwi.tiff. So it's going to be the output file name. So here we mentioned as os.path.join, and we mentioned the folder location. So it creates a full file path inside the turbidity result folder with the name called ndwi.tiff. And the file is saved as a GeoTIFF, a standard raster format that preserves georeferencing. So now let us run this and visualize the results here. So this is our current map section here, and I'm going to make some adjustment to it. So for example, let me So I'm gonna mention is the black outline, and followed by I'm gonna navigate to the property section here, and the outline color I'm gonna select as red color, and I'm gonna click apply. And now I can able to visualize. I'm gonna increase the size here, and I'm gonna apply it. And let me get back to the new notebook. Let me zoom in here, and I'm gonna run this. Make sure that you selected this particular cell here, which is indicated in the blue color. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to load the green, red and NAR band of Sentinel 2A imagery, and it's going to load the NDWI raster too. So we're going to run this and visualize the result in the map section. So you can able to see the results going to come in the content section. So the results has came here. You can able to see. Let me zoom in. And right now in the content section, I can able to see we have our NDWI band as well as the NAR clip band and red band, green band also. So we're going to navigate to the map section here, and I'm going to save this. And here first we have our NDWI band. So I can able to see. I'm going to right click on this and change the color. And for example, I'm going to select this particular color. So you can able to see this color set of colors. So basically this first raster here, which indicates as a normalized difference water index. So the value ranges from -1 to plus 0.3. So the positive value, which indicates the presence of water, and the negative value, which indicates the non-water areas here. So all the red areas, which indicates the water areas in the study region. And let me turn off the study area, so you can study area boundary, so you can able to see it. And the negative value, which indicates the non-water areas. And followed by we have the NAR. So we have our NAR band here. Let me place this world imagery top here. So the NAR band is this is the first band here. You can able to see we have clipped based on our study region here, and followed by the next is a red band. So this is our red band, and which is clipped based on our region of interest. And last is it's going to be the green band. So this is our green band here. You can able to see that. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to get back to our notebook here. So in this video, I have shown you how to import raster and compute normalized difference water index for ArcPython spatial analysis for our river turbidity estimation. So thanks for watching, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel and give us a like.